through this historic day at World Coin Talk. But we're here with Croge, and I'm joined by Tyler and Comet. They're going to be talking about their project. And gentlemen, without further ado, tell us briefly about who you are and how you got to be working in the crypto industry, a bit of background about yourselves, and then we can start talking about the project.
Hey, Noah, thanks for having us. Sorry I was late. I'm not sure what happened. I joined the first one, and then somehow I was in limbo. I was like in purgatory with just 5 other people or something. And then when I rejoined, there were 300 people waiting on me. So I don't know what happened, but thanks for having me. Thanks for waiting on us. Tyler and I have both been investing in cryptocurrencies for years. We have been marketing cryptocurrency, at least I have, for about a year myself. Tyler, I would imagine about the same time. And we're really, interested in it and bullish on it in general. We're really bullish on Cronos as a network and CRO, the native token for it. And that's what led us with our partners, Jack and God Calls. Jack is our dev. God Calls is one of our marketing partners. And then Teddy, our illustrator. That's what drove us to put this together and put it on the Cronos network, which is a little bit unique, probably compared to most of your AMAs. We may be your first Cronos AMA, I'm not sure, but there aren't too many coins on there just yet. And the ones who are there mostly came after us.
Awesome. And tell me a bit about Croge. What are you guys building? Why should people invest in your project? Give us a quick, high-level overview, and then we can start jumping into the nuts and bolts of things.
Yeah. Well, overall, I believe in meme coins. I mean, I know that cryptocurrency is very important. Tech is important. The blockchain technology is important. But meme coins have outperformed every asset on Earth by far. And, if you invested 1,000 in SHIB, you'd have $40 million right now. You know what I mean? There's so many examples that you can give like that, where it's outperformed any asset you can possibly. It doesn't matter if it's real estate in Palm Beach, Florida, or Manhattan, or gold, or Apple stock. Meme coins have outperformed everything. And I believe that they have the power to bring a community together, to make people care about something and get excited about something more than tech does even. And so you think about the first meme coin ever, and that's Dogecoin. It took us some time to take off, but for sure that's the first. It's the biggest ever to do it. So we're looking at the Cronos network. We're seeing that there's not that many coins on it. We're bullish on Crypto.com app as an exchange, as an institution, and we think that they're going to push this Cronos blockchain. So we go, okay, let's take the biggest, baddest meme coin ever, Doge, and we'll put it on Cronos, a hot new chain that has a lot of financial backing and a lot of support around the world. And we'll put it on this brand new network, Cronos. So we combined them. Cronos and Doge makes Croge. So we have this crocodile logo with making the awkward smile like the Shiba Inu from Dogecoin is. And it has absolutely caught fire everywhere. The first day, I think we hit 1 million MC. It was only a week before we hit 5 million, then 8, then 11, then 20. And people kept saying, we're overbought the whole way up. People said it's overbought. It shouldn't be at 1 million. It shouldn't be at 5 million. Well, all those doubters and naysayers, before you know it, we hit 29 million at the all-time high, and now we're holding 23, 24, 25 pretty strongly.
Wow. And how long has it been since you guys launched?
About 3 weeks.
3
2
weeks.
and a half.
That's impressive. Yeah. Can you give us a high-level breakdown of the tokenomics?
Yeah, so we have 3% of our taxes going to the liquidity pool, 4% going to marketing, and 0% going to the team. The team did invest at the beginning of a stealth launch, but we're not getting tokens from transactions. We're not getting CRO from transactions or volume. We're just putting our heart and soul into it because we care about it. We want to see this thing blow all the way up. So that 3% LP, obviously that's building us a bigger and bigger liquidity pool for whales to splash into. Every day we're seeing $10,000 to $30,000 buys from whales. Every time it dips, a whale jumps in and does a golden croc buy, we call it. And a little logo pops up in our Telegram to show that somebody bought $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 worth. And and then the 4% to marketing, we're spending every dollar we get, because Tyler and I come from marketing backgrounds. We go really hot, really fast, really hard, and that's how we keep the chart pumping all day long. Every dollar we get in the marketing wallet, it gets spent. We pick up the next YouTube video, the next TikTok video, the next Twitter, and then we activate our entire community against those two and say, go raid that with comments, go blow that up with retweets, and they do it. And that's what a meme coin is. A meme coin gets in front of everybody, everywhere, all the time. So that's what we're pushing 24/7. Me and my 4 partners on this project, this is our full-time job. This is what we do all day long. We love it, we push it, and it's been a blast.
Yeah, that's awesome, Comment. And tell us a bit more about the marketing roadmap.
Yeah,
what are some of the more lucrative strategies you guys are using in order to distinguish yourselves and generate exposure? And sorry, Tyler, I feel like you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I know I'm a little delayed right now, but that's fine. Yeah, I was going to say, for keeping us in front of people. I mean, we pretty much have deals lined up that aren't even happening yet. We are always thinking more so in the future and what we can just constantly be doing. I mean, yeah, when the money comes in, we've already got something lined up with people that it's, it goes out right away, because we're just trying to stay constantly in front of everyone. We have like 10 tier 2 Twitter influencers who have all partnered with us, and they're sharing us all day, every day, telegrams everywhere. I mean, we're just constantly staying in front of everyone, because, that's hype is everything. I wouldn't even run a utility coin these days. I would run a meme coin by far, because that's easier. It can go higher, and utilities almost limit you, and you're not going to compete with the big guys. So that's my take on it.
So you all attribute your marketing campaign first and foremost to the massive growth you've seen over the last few weeks.
Yeah, it feeds into itself. The more you grow, when you have a parabolic, ultra hyped, ultra trending meme coin like this, it's like the higher it goes, the faster it goes higher. You know what I mean? Like Safe Moon, Shib, when it takes off, it almost markets itself because it's taking off so fast and it's not stopping. We have 1 or 2 day consolidation periods maximum before the next leg up. And we've pulled that off 4 or 5 times now. We're going to keep doing that over and over.
Great. Gentlemen, tell me a bit about the dApp that you built. What are some of its main features and what's yet to be seen?
The dApp that we have right now is relatively basic. It has a lot of things that a lot of BSC tokens create on their first dApp. A wallet checker, a portfolio, a wallet tracker, your honeypot checker, rug checker, things like that. The swap built into the API on the website. And we did a relatively basic one like that a lot of BSC tokens already have, because the Kronos network has less than 200 dApp projects on the entire chain right now. So if you want to look for a honeypot checker, there's not that many options. There aren't that many resources. So we wanted to be the first to it. So we made that first app if you're searching Kronos, you want to get involved in the network and you want to see how to get a portfolio tracker or a rug checker, we're going to pop up in the Google search because we're basically the only one. So we're trying to be the first to everything on everything we do. That's what gives us that lead dog advantage. That gives us all the attention. We're number 1 on Kronos, and we're going to stay number 1 on Kronos because we keep our foot on the gas pedal, and everything we do, we try to be the first at. So we have a play to earn game. It's going to be one of the first on the chain. We're going to be the first meme coin on Coin Market Cap that's on the Kronos network. There's really not that many Kronos network coins on Coin Market Cap. And we're going to be the first on an exchange listing. We have our top 30 by spot volume exchange listing coming. That's paid, confirmed, deal is done, ink is dry on the contract. So we're going to be the first BSC to CRO bridge. That's another one that's way deep in development now. That's probably 80% done. We could see that released, next week, maybe early next week, maybe late next week, but next week I think that's coming out.
Yeah,
So
comment. Tell
being the
me
first to
a bit about the
everything,
bridge that you're
that's
building. I read that, and that sounded very exciting to me. I think that one of the biggest problems that I experienced with Kronos that I didn't really experience with, let's say, Avalanche or Matic, was there wasn't a direct bridge that I could use. It was kind of it took me a bit to get funds over there. So I'm curious to know more about more about the bridge you're building and what some of the benefits of this are.
Yeah, well, there are bridges that exist. There are ways to get your BSC or your ETH transferred and turn that into Kronos, but to do it, because there's limited resources and because our volume is so high and people are flocking to us so quickly, the bridges get underflowed. And what that means is that the resources that exist out there, they go, hang on, we can't trade, 200,000 BNB a day for Crow because we just don't have that much Crow in our war chest, in our treasury. So they get underflowed. We have had a little bit of that issue. What we're going to do with our bridge is it's going to be only for our token. So you can't trade BSC for Crow on it. You can buy Croge on the BSC side and then bridge that over to Kronos if you'd like, or you can keep it on the BSC side. What that gives us is two advantages. One, we can serve as a bridge for anyone that wants to come over to the Kronos side. So they have to buy us for volume. So say you want to turn $100 on BSC, you want to turn it into $100 on Crow. You can buy Croge, bridge it over to the Crow side, and then sell it if you prefer. Obviously, we prefer that you don't sell it. We want you to buy it and have fun and party with us. But if you want to sell it and invest in something else on Crow, that's fine. And we get the volume from that. And then the other way that benefits us big time is that for all the people who do want to buy and hold Croge and be a part of the community, but they haven't done the work to figure out how to get onto the Kronos network yet, they're going to be buying from the BSC side. And the BSC side is 10 times bigger than the Kronos side is as far as user base on the blockchain. So if you do the work right now, I'm speaking to your community right now in your Whalecoin Talk chat who hasn't heard of Croge before. If you do the work now to figure out how to get onto the Kronos side, how to buy Croge on Kronos, you're going to be in before the 10 times larger user base that BSC is, which obviously gives you a huge advantage because being in before anybody means when they buy on top of you, that means the value of your bags go up.
That's awesome. And I want to know a bit more about your stealth launch. What was the maximum contribution per wallet?
The maximum contribution is the same as it is today. It's a maximum wallet of, I think, 10 million coins. To be honest with you, I forget, but it's a nice round number like that. But just to get that
it was 10 million.
bag now, yeah. But to get that bag now costs a lot more than when we self-launched, obviously. When we did self-launch, part of it was to avoid people buying large amounts and then being able to dump it later. And getting sniped and stuff like happens on BSC and ETH. But ironically, the chain didn't have enough volume that people even wanted to snipe us. Nobody even knew what was coming, So we were able to stealth really smoothly, actually. We just took it one step at a time. The team all bought, and then we started calling it out and telling people about it and letting people get in. And so it's just spread word of mouth since then, pretty much. And it's been a really smooth uptrend the whole way up from basically zero market cap to 5 million to 10 million to 20 million. Now we're at 25.
Yeah, I'm looking at your
the
chart. You guys are up over 20x, something like that since the launch.
Yeah.
Way more than that.
Yeah. And the biggest wallets would be the team who all invested in the beginning, but that's our own personal investment, and everyone in the team, you can look at those wallets. I don't think anybody sold anything major, maybe taking a little bit of profit along the way, but we're really in it for the long haul. We want to see this thing on crypto.com app. We want to release NFTs. We want to be on centralized exchanges. We want to release our play to earn game. We want to be on CoinMarketCap. So the big, whale wallets, if there are any, they're less than 1%, and they're here for the long haul.
And Tyler, before I move on, I could catch you wanting to say something there. Go ahead and finish your thought. I know there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the thing I was saying about why we did the stealth launch as well is we didn't want to even bring any attention over to the Kronos network initially. We didn't want to have other people try and beat us out, by scheduling out a pre-sale and then having to schedule out a launch. We just wanted to be the first in everything. We wanted to just come out of nowhere. And that's pretty much our goal for everything with Kronos. Everything that we're doing, we are being the first of for everything. Because if you look at more of the historical coins, the ones that really made it big, they were usually the first to do something in their chain. They were always the first, and that's what, even when people copied them afterwards, they're like, oh yeah, well, we're replicating Croge because they had it first. We're just trying to be basically the standard and the just top tier, copy us all day long coin in the Kronos network with everything we're doing. The first game, the first ever BSC to Crow bridge, and the first our NFT collection that we could speak on later is something that we're working on too. That's going to be pretty unique to us. So, but that's just always our goal.
Yeah, gentlemen, tell me about the NFT collections that you plan on launching. When are they going to be released? How many will be available at Genesis? And what will be the minting cost?
Our preliminary plan right now is to release them in tranches so that it'll be a first 100 or so, and then maybe a second 500 before we release a big 5,000 of them. But we want, at the end of the day, we want everybody in our community to be able to have a Croge profile picture that's unique to them, that's fun for them, so they can wear it and support the community like they want. A lot of the people asking for NFTs in our community, I'd say 90% of them, they didn't even say, oh, can this NFT be used for staking? Is this going to be in the play to earn game? We have plans for that. But they don't even ask those questions. They just say, I want to represent Croge. I'm on Twitter all day long, tweeting about it. I'm on YouTube making comments about it. I'm in Telegrams making posts about it. And I love our logo, but I want my own unique one. I want my own NFT that represents Croge and shows I'm part of the community. We love them for that. That's one of the things we're focused on, is being community first. And so that's our preliminary plan for the NFTs. The artist we have is Teddy Eddie IO. He works for big NFT projects. His work is NFT level. You could tell by our logo. I think it's really catchy. We have really good branding. All our banners on our Twitter, all our website. I think everything looks really sleek, clean, clear, and well branded. So I'm excited for him to build those NFTs out, and we'll get them released shortly. We don't have a target date for you at this point, but believe that we're working on it full time. We're hustling hard. This is all we do all day is Croge.
That's awesome. And can you give us a sneak peek of your play to earn game, or share some ideas of what you're trying to build?
Yeah, I can tell you about it because I have. Let me actually forward to the partner chat one of the sneak game pieces. Okay, so I've sent that to them. I'm going to see if I can get that clear to release. But I can tell you about the game. I've played it, and I've played a sample of it. And the game dev actually has it already built. It's completely built and ready to go. All it needs is to be reskinned with our logo and our branding, which is being worked on right now. So we could see that done and released to the community as early this week, like 2, 3, 4 days from now. So I'm very, very excited about that. I've played it, and the way that I describe it to people is it's like those old Facebook games that were really viral. I don't know if you remember playing like Farmville or Mafia Bosses or anything like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah. So the way that those go, that is so addicting, is you click to do a mission, you click to spend your resources, then you wait a particular amount of time, you open the box, you get your upgrade, you get your new resources, you move on to the next mission, you click again, you wait 6 hours, you click again, and it's really addicting. I mean, there's something about that psychologically that I played those until probably 2 years ago. I played like a version of that on my iPhone all day. And I knew what time it was. I was like, okay, 3 o'clock, time to hop on my game, open that box, upgrade the thing, move on to the next mission. I did that all the time. Those games are really addicting because they make you wait just enough so you don't overplay yourself, but you spend your resources strategically, and that's the way that this game works. And the great thing about it is that it's play to earn. So as you upgrade items and as you click through and get upgraded and go through the missions, you're actually earning Croge tokens that you can sell for money. And it's about a 20-day return on investment, the game dev said. So I'm looking at it, I'm playing it, and I'm going, man, I could see myself getting addicted to this game. You play it for 2-3 weeks, and that's your return on your investment. And then boom, everything from there is profit. So you stick with Croge, you join the community, you have fun with us, you play the game. You can literally make money as you participate in the Croge community.
And when you say return on an investment, does it cost a certain amount of Croge to play the game?
It does. The game has an NFT that is separate from the profile picture NFTs, but that the profile picture NFTs we intend to integrate onto later. But anyway, what they'll be released with, the preliminary NFTs, is you buy it to play as your game character. And that game character can work, and you click through and upgrade, and it takes about 20 days of that investment in the NFT to be completely returned, and then you're just pure profit from there.
And what are some ways you guys are preventing people from creating too many accounts and over farming Croge? I feel like there might be an influx of Croge being pumped into the ecosystem if too many people are playing the game and too many people are dumping to take profits.
Yeah, well, our game dev is experienced, and he may have a contingency in place for that I'm not aware of. But at the end of the day, the more people that play the game and the more people that are involved with the game, that's volume, that's money back into the marketing wallet. So if it ever came a point that, the rewards are slowing down or anything like that, I'm sure we could just stimulate it with the volume that we've already gotten. We wouldn't leave our community, hanging out to dry if there was some issue that came out like that. But our game dev may have a more direct contingency plan for that I'm not aware of at this point.
Tell me about your plans for staking Croge.
Right now, you could stake MMF, which is Mad Meerkat Finance, for Croge in their liquidity pool. And MMF is like the pancake swap of Kronos. So they're a really big DEX. They're actually the fourth biggest DEX by volume in the world. It's Uniswap V3, PancakeSwap, Uniswap V2, and then MMF. So we've lit the Kronos chain on fire. I mean, as I'd like to see this month's transaction volume, the reports haven't come out yet, but I bet you it's picked up a lot since last month. So everybody's making CrogeCoins. Everyone's using MMF to swap their tokens. And we're the biggest meme coin on their DEX. So they just got listed on crypto.com app, MMF did, and we're whitelisted with them. So we're pushing with them. They're pushing with us. They're a great marketing partner. We intend to do an AMA in their chat soon. They just did a giveaway for us. They gave away like $3,000 for people buying volume in Croge. And I'm really sorry. I feel like I got a little bit sidetracked. What was the core of your question?
No worries. The core of the question was, what are your plans? What are your plans for token staking? What kind of APYs can we expect in the beginning?
So you currently can stake on MMF. That's why I went on that tangent. MMF is a very large DEX. You can use their liquidity pool, and we are on the first page of their staking pools. So you buy $1,000 worth of MMF. There is 100% APY if you stake it for Croge. So over the course of a year, that $1,000 is instantly, or not instantly, over the course of a year, that $1,000 is $1,000 more in Croge, plus not even accounting for the price fluctuations, which I can only imagine would go up from here in MMF and in Croge. So you can invest and then you stake your investment so that you're earning tokens so that your investment's worth even more over time. Obviously, that's how staking works. But we're very proud of that we got partnered up with MMF. That's the way that you stake right now. We may have our own staking platform in the future where you stake Croge for Croge. That currently doesn't exist. And honestly, it's not on the top of our priority list right now. Right now, we're focused on bridge, game, and centralized exchanges.
Awesome. And can you share any of these centralized exchanges that you're planning on being listed on?
You know, I said before that Tyler and I are experienced in marketing. And when you market something, you obviously want to tell people what's coming because it's exciting and you want to keep them engaged. But also you learn from mistakes marketing. And sometimes you say something too soon and the partner doesn't want you to say it, or there's some delay or some issue, and it's just not worth it. So what we've resolved ourselves to do is to not announce precisely what's happening until it's like happened. I mean, literally happened. But I could tell you that we have a top 30 spot volume exchange that we have inked a deal with. The ink is dry. The contract is done. The payment has been sent. Now they're just onboarding us onto their exchange. So the deal is done. It's 100% coming. The only reason I don't want to name the exchange is because the Kronos network is new, and who knows if they have some issue onboarding us and it takes them a day or two longer than I say. I just don't want to say it's coming April 5th and then it actually has to come April 6th or 7th. And that happens all the time in the crypto space. So the deal is done. It's a top 30 exchange. It's a big one. It's a good one. Should bring us some good volumes, good attention. But I don't want to say which one it is just yet or what date just yet.
And the other reason is we like to stay private with what we're doing because we don't want some other people to, undercut us, contact the listing, pay some large amount, try and beat us there first, because a lot of the listings don't even support Kronos yet. So the ones that we are talking to, we are trying to get Kronos added there, and we will then be the first everywhere. We're basically opening the gateway to a lot of centralized exchange for Kronos, because right now, a lot of them don't even support it. So as I said earlier, the most important thing for us is to be the first everywhere. And we have 3 centralized exchange plan we're getting, because that is what can open us up to some higher tier exchanges. I can add that I even contacted the chief marketing officer of crypto.com, and we've had the CEO, Chris, reply to us on Twitter before, and even the chief marketing officer, I messaged him on Telegram, and he actually even responded. I was asking if there was anything, any type of partnership, any influence they could do for us, and he responded, as I predicted, saying that, there's nothing that we can do right now. And, but he actually said, keep up the good work. Congrats on your success. We like what you're doing. And he actually said, as I can quote, we'll be in touch in the future. So, I mean, the fact that they are looking at us right now, because we basically are outside of the coins like MMF or VVS, the big utility actual DEX tokens, we are the top one. And if you look at the daily transaction volume on the Kronos market over the past couple months, you will see after we launched, it has slowly gone up and up, because before us, no one even knew what Kronos even was. So we are basically just setting the floor and setting the standard of what Croge is. I mean, no one's ever going to be able to top us. No one's ever going to be able to outbeat us at something. We're doing this all day, all night, and we're putting everything into it. So, I mean, we can still do a 10x from here, easy. I mean, a million, a million's nice, 100 million's nice, but we like a billion. A billion's even nicer. And we've seen many other meme coins do it, and usually they're the first of its kind. So that's what we're replicating.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I just have my eye on the ball that way that Tyler does. Safe Moon hit over 5 billion. And, I see a lot of, I don't want to say we're the next Safe Moon. It's kind of corny. I think a lot of projects say that, but I see a lot of analogous situations. Like when Safe Moon was blowing up, people wanted to invest in it before they even knew that BSC existed. And we're seeing a lot of that too. People want to buy Croge. They don't even know that the Kronos network exists. So we're just, and our transaction volume is kind of the same level that they were at too at this level or at this time. So I'm really excited for it. I think that we can take this really far. I think when you think about Shiba Inu was just the breed of dog that Dogecoin is, and they were just marketing themselves as this next Dogecoin. They actually flipped Dogecoin. They became the biggest meme coin in the entire world. I don't see why that can't happen for us. We have a great team. We've got great connections. We have a lot of experience. We got a lot of money ready to push this. We've been using it. So I just have high hopes for us. I think the sky's the limit, and I think we're going to keep climbing.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for sharing all that awesome news with us. It's very exciting. It seems like you guys have some incredible leads and a bright future. I'm curious to know a bit about some of the major partnerships that you currently have solidified. I mean, you've mentioned a few already. And also tell us about your team. Give us a quick breakdown. And are you guys doxed? And if so, or if not, do you plan on getting doxed in the future?
Well, none of us are doxed, and I actually think that doxing, there's a lot of scam doxes. People buy actors to get on video for them. I think what's stronger is KYC to an institution, because an institution like Certic or Tech Audit or any one of them, they know what to look for. They know how to verify that somebody is who they say they are, and they keep a record of it outside of the Telegram channel. Like I could send you a picture of myself right now and then delete my Telegram and then it's gone. But if we go to KYC to an institution, I think that's safer for everybody because they keep that on the books, So that's the plan for me and a lot of the team. There's 5 of us. We have a lot of experience in this space. I think that KYC is the strongest way to do it, and that's what we intend to do with a big audit. I think that Certic would be a really good partner to have for that. They're one of the most reputable in the world, and we'll be on that for sure. But at this point, we have already KYC'd to MM.finance. So if anything bad happened, MM, which is the biggest DEX on Kronos, they already have all our information. But we've also built up strong reputations over a year. You know what I mean? Like, Comet is a brand. God Calls is a brand, and we're not going to sacrifice the name and character and brands that we've built over the years over a coin. So I feel, that people can feel comfortable with Croge without us being doxed just yet. But that's something that we consider down the road, especially with a big KYC to an important, strong institution.
Yeah, I agree, Comet. I don't think being doxed or undoxed is indicative of a project's future success. It's a question that people ask often. Tell us about your community a bit more. I want you guys to tell us what you find makes your community most special and distinguishes them from all the other meme communities out there.
I'm so proud of our community. Right now, we've got almost 600 people in here. We wanted to break your record with Floki at 700. We're coming just short of it. Maybe we're number 2. Floki's a good one, though.
I'll spam the main chat and see if we can get some more people in here.
That sounds good. But our community is awesome. They're so welcoming because when you're trying to get onto the Kronos network, it's tough for some people. Sometimes it's a little bit frustrating figuring out a new network. In my opinion, it really shouldn't be because it's an EVM, just like ETH and BSC and AVAX. And if you can get on any network, you can get on Crow exactly the same way. It just takes you 20 minutes and 5-6 steps to figure it out. But our community is the most welcoming and generous and will walk you through any questions you have any time of day. It's awesome. They're just sitting in there talking and being bullish and being friendly with each other. And what makes them unique, in my opinion, is that Tyler and I come from a marketing background where we keep our eye on the ball that quote unquote normies, non-crypto people, that should be your target market. You can get every Telegram call channel in the world to call you, and you might never break 10 or 20 million market cap. Why would you? There's only so many people that are on crypto trading every single day focused on DeFi. Your real target market is people that aren't on Telegram chats all day looking at what's the next thing that just popped up on BSC scan. Your real target market is people that haven't even invested in cryptocurrency at all yet. They're excited to find the next Dogecoin, the next Shiba Inu, the next SafeMoon. And maybe they invest in stocks here and there. Maybe they don't really invest in anything. Maybe they've bought $100 worth of Bitcoin. We want to be their first cryptocurrency purchase. Put $20 in CrogeCoin and see where it takes you in 6 months. I bet you'll be happy with your investment. That's the kind of thing that we're focused on. And that's the kind of thing that we've built up in our community. A lot of them, 20% of them probably, this is their first cryptocurrency investment ever. And that's really exciting for us because we get to lead the way. We get to get them on the ground floor of a massive meme coin that has the huge potential to go on a Shiba-like run.
I love it. That's awesome. And I do see some. Go ahead, Tyler.
Biggest things that we. Oh, yeah, I was just going to build off what Comet just said. That's what or at least, the goal that we had. And then that's what I started doing is, running all outside. I mean, we still did the call channels to get us started, obviously. I mean, you need some quick traction right off the bat. But as we started growing, after the first 2-3 mil, that's when I started doing a lot more of the social media ads. We started getting more other outside YouTubers. We started to put on, Facebook, Instagram, 4chan was one of them too, and more advertising outside of that. And all of our marketing, the logos that we put on there and the sayings and stuff we did was basically capturing the vision of we're going to be the next Doge, along the lines of that. And that's how we get brand new people brought in where they don't know anything else about crypto except, they know of Bitcoin and Doge and Ethereum, that's all they know. And then so when they get in this and they invest in this, maybe they put a small amount in, maybe they put a bigger amount in, but they're pretty much parked there. They're pretty much parked until that money actually builds up because they're like, what do I have to lose? These aren't crypto gamblers that we're getting. We're getting just normal everyday people that, I'll put $100-$200 into that. I've seen in the chat and talked to people who said, they came from a Facebook ad and they, were asking in the chat, how on earth do I even get in this? And then, our community, I rarely even have to help people because our community does it instantly. And we've really dummy proofed it a lot of ways of, instructions and videos and how-tos of how to buy the CrogeCoin. So it's a little learning curve at first, but once you do it one time, I mean, it's easy as can be. You can tell someone else what to do. It's pretty easy. And I see someone just sent in the chat, the how to buy, and it's pinned on our Twitter profile too. But, because historically, that's how the big coins did it. The big ones that got real big, the meme coins, like SafeMoon, I found on YouTube comments. That's how I found about SafeMoon right away when it was first getting big. And that's the route we're taking. Because, like I always say, you could get a free call from every call channel in the world, and you probably won't even hit 50 mil. So, we're looking the big, grand, long-term, grand slam type marketing strategy.
Yes, sir. And Noah, that was me that DM'd you. Noah asked me to verify this was the real comment that DM'd. Yeah, so I was sending our how to buy video because for anybody listening, I feel like I have overplayed how hard it is to buy it. I've said, people have trouble getting on Kronos. Watch that how to buy video if you're interested. It takes a minute because here's why we're so bullish, and here's why it's so easy, and here's why we're going to go into the billions of market cap. The Kronos blockchain is created by and backed by and funded by the Crypto.com app exchange. That's like a top 3 cryptocurrency exchange, depending on where you live. They have a ton of money and they're marketing everywhere. They have released the Crypto.com app DeFi wallet. And that DeFi wallet works exactly like MetaMask. It's actually even a little bit better and more user-friendly, in my opinion. And it's hard connected to your Crypto.com app exchange. So when you get on the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, you can buy CRO with a credit card, and then you could swap it for CROs right on the app instantly. I mean, it's got to be the fastest, easiest transaction you can make. So anybody can invest in this meme coin really easily if they just download the Crypto.com app DeFi wallet. Some people are married to MetaMask, and I get that, and they have to figure out how to add the network. But if you don't care, and you don't care to have two separate wallets, why not? Just get the Crypto.com app DeFi wallet, hold all your CROs on that wallet, and it's easy, easy, easy to buy.
Yeah, and I think people can certainly appreciate educational materials that you guys put together. This seems like a very helpful video. Venice has a question from the audience. I want to get to some audience questions before we run out of time. Venice, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, as your project is about Cronus, and one of the problem I think new investors, if they want some tokens on Cronus network, then they need to do all the necessary stuff for swapping their BNB or USDT, and they need a CRO for gas fee. And I think they don't understand how they can get CRO for gas fee. And even there are some countries in which crypto.com isn't working, so they don't know how to get those CRO for their gas fee, even if they have seen your tutorials or your all necessary stuff for getting the tokens. So do you have any kind of plans for these kind of issues?
Yes, I do. And I'm actually sending our second how to buy video, which is how to buy CrogeCoin on Crow by bridging from BSC. Now, this is the one that takes a couple extra steps if you can't get the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. But the short answer is you go to Evo DeFi and you could send your BSC for Crow, and it'll swap it for the Kronos network on the bridge, and it will give you 2 CRO, which is about $1 for gas fees. It actually gives you that when you bridge. So you're going to pay a little bit of a transaction fee. You're going to get some gas for free, and you'll have your BSC on the Crypto.com app Kronos network side. So it's totally possible. I've just sent the video to Whalecoin Talk if they want to include that as well. It's just the second method for how to get Croge, and I think that it will solve the problem that you're referencing.
Oh, that's really great. I was not expecting this. It's really great. And I do have second question about NFTs. Actually, I want to know about how will your NFTs look like. Will there be reptiles only or anything else? And on which marketplace you have plans to list them, or you will have your own marketplace for your NFTs?
I have, oh man. Oh, I want to tell you something really cool about where the NFTs could be listed, but I think we're going to stick to our to what we do, and we just don't say it until it's concretely confirmed 100% and we've got a hard date. But yeah, I'll just say we have something really special planned for where the NFTs would be listed.
Yeah, we have someone that we've just now set up a partnership with who is very well known in the NFT Kronos community, and he is going to get us onto the places that we need to be to gain the most exposure and most buy pressure. And I mean, that is going to be a whole nother world of stuff that we can achieve and ways that we can start earning more to get on these bigger exchanges that cost a lot of money. And you know, a lot of people just like to be a part of something. This kind of like initiates their relationship with the coin, and this kind of like just puts them into the community, almost to the point where they don't even want to sell their bag because they just love being a part of it, a part of the journey that's going, a part of the hype, a part of the movement. And some of the limited ones that we're going to offer, people will, I mean, that's something you'll always have forever, and you won't be able to obtain those. That'd be like seeing a Safe Moon NFT from launch from launch time. I mean, people would pay out the net for that at its peak. So, I mean, that's something that we're going to really do properly, and it's going to be the way that is just it's going to be something special. But yeah, that's about the most we can say.
Yeah, the
Okay.
NFT marketplace that we plan on being on and that we have a good partner that can get us on is the apex. It is the top of the top, and I believe that that is possible, if not very, very likely, based on our partnership that we have. So very excited for that. The NFTs will look a lot like our current logo, but they'll be unique. You know, there will be some wearing hats, some wearing sunglasses, some making different faces, and plenty of legendary ones. So we're really excited about that. Our NFT artist is strong and has worked on some big projects before. I know he's got something special cooking up for us.
Great. And one last thing from me. I'm not. I think I'm taking you a lot of time, but I had this question in my mind. I wanted to ask that as I read that you have it is mentioned on your roadmap that a staking pool with publicized EMA with a large exchange. Could you please tell us more about this? What does it mean, staking pool with publicized EMA with a large exchange? And secondly, after your NFTs are launched, will you allow NFTs checking as well along with your tokens?
I'm not reading what you're reading in front of you, so I could be misinterpreting, but I believe what's being referenced there is our MMF staking pool that we currently have live with them. I was discussing that earlier in the AMA that you can currently stake Mad Meerkat Finance coins for Croge at over 100% APY. They're one of the largest dexes in the world. They're the largest on Chronos. And we intend to do an AMA with them in their community. And I know that they're going to welcome us because we're responsible for over 5%, nearly 10% of all of the volume on that entire DEX some days. So we'll bring in over $1 million in volume over the 24-hour period. And that has ranked, as the number one traded coin on their DEX a couple times now. I mean, they even, Tyler, didn't they even message you and say, like, this is crazy, we've never seen so much volume?
Yeah, in the chat, they were absolutely blown away at the amount of volume we were having. I mean, we were having over 1 mil daily volume, just pure organically. And yeah, there was some days where we were at 10% of all of their, I mean, Croge was 10% of all their daily volume. There's been times where, yeah, we've, underflowed the bridge with them, and yeah, they were just extremely impressed with how big we got, how fast. And that's the other thing I keep always trying to hit the hammer on the head by saying is the big Chronos guys, the connections that you need in Chronos to really set yourself apart and really take your coin to the next level. We are the first one. I mean, when we started, I was approaching everyone. I have contacted everyone worth $1 in the Chronos world. I was reaching out to them, and that's how we got MMF right away. And I guess, with how we can sound professional and we have a true product to back what we're saying, we have all the contacts we need, and they're just waiting for us to grow bigger and bigger. For some of them have certain requirements, but there's no other Chronos token that can, cut us out and beat us to those connections, because we've been talking to them since day one. So there's really, I mean, we almost have, this might sound cocky, but we almost have a monopoly in the Chronos world. And that's how we are just going on insane growth rate and maintaining it. We only have around 4,500, little over 4,500 holders at, 25 million market cap. That says a lot about how much people trust us and how much they want to hold. I mean, if you go to BSC, I had a 20 million coin, and it was in 8,000 holders at 20 million. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
And then to answer more directly what you're saying about the AMA with the large exchange. So we're planning to do an AMA with MMF, that super large DEX we keep referencing. So that would be like a BSC token getting to do an AMA with Pancake Swap, or an ETH token getting to do an AMA with Uniswap. It's humongous. It would put us on, one of the biggest platforms on the entire Kronos DeFi ecosystem.
Yeah, and that's where all the major whales in the Kronos network, that's where they all are. That's where they're all parked. That's where they get their information off of. They don't invest in anything that's not MMF approved. And when they actually get real eyes on us, I mean, a lot of them all know of us and they, hear about us and see us on the website. But when they do a direct AMA and when to show we're that good with MMF that they're allowing us to do an AMA, and we can talk to them directly, that would really start. That's what would really get the coin pumping, when you get those real Kronos whales involved. And we should be getting an an AMA through them relatively soon. They already just allowed us to do a giveaway on their Twitter and Telegram. And then so the next step is the AMA that they've agreed with. They just aren't sure when, because they're dealing with a lot with getting listed on crypto.com. But that'll just be a big milestone for us.
Okay, I think you guys are really doing great things, and you guys have really great features for CrogeCoin. And thank you so much for answering all my questions.
Thank you, Venice. Great questions.
Next question is from Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. And I'm really excited about the Kronos and the Crutch. And I believe the hype is not started yet. I know we are at a very early stage, but I believe we see the hype once we see the Crypto.com and the World Cup. And I would like to ask, where do you see the Croge exactly 1 year from here in terms of market cap, in the SEX listing, or the utility that you're developing?
I agree with you 100%. The World Cup being sponsored by Crypto.com is going to be a huge event that will make the Kronos blockchain go much, much bigger. I'm really bullish on it over the course of the next year because they have the biggest sponsorship deal with the UFC. Every Saturday, everybody watching the UFC sees every single fighter walk out with a Crypto.com app uniform. It's everywhere. It's plastered on the octagon. It's at the weigh-ins. It's on their shirts. It's everywhere. And so if people go, I'm going to invest in crypto, I'll download Crypto.com app. Crypto.com is funneling all of them into their DeFi world, into their DeFi wallet, onto Finance, where we trade, where we're whitelisted, where we're on their front page. So yeah, over the course of the year, there's things like that all over. Every Saturday, it's a UFC event. There's the World Cup 2022. There's the Oscars that just came and went that they sponsored. There's the Super Bowl commercials that they plaster themselves everywhere on. That's exactly what you're saying is the reason that we put our token on Kronos in the first place, because we're bullish on Crypto.com app as an institution and as an exchange. They're going to be big. They're already big, but their blockchain, their network is going to be really big. Right now, it does the transaction volume that BSC did in January 2021. So you just think in a year, if we get to the size of BSC or bigger, that's almost a 10x from here. And that's 10 times more people who will be entering the DeFi ecosystem. And the first meme coin they're going to see is Croge. So I think we got a lot of eyeballs coming our way. We got a lot of dollars coming our way. I'm very excited and bullish on the Kronos network in general. And you hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah, and with the aggressive approach Crypto.com is taking with Kronos and how deep they're going into it. I mean, just naturally, when they grow, we're going to grow up with them. And yeah, when eventually it gets to BSC level, because after January, 2021, of a few months into that, we all saw what the BSC world did. I mean, that just took off. And so when Kronos Network gets to that point, guess who's going to be by far the number one meme coin when every audience starts pulling over to the Kronos Network? And when there's bridging options to get over it easily, we have some other stuff in the works to make payments simpler. That's something that we just can't even talk about right now. But when that all happens, Croge is going to be at the top, and everyone is going to have some type of holding in Croge, because the sky is the limit. Past the sky, the galaxy is the limit.
Yeah, thank you. It's 100% I agree with you. Congratulations.
Thank you for the question, Alpha Wolf. Thank you for the question, Venice. Guys, we have time for one more question, and then I want to be cognizant of our guests. Yeah, let's go with Buds87.
How are you
Buds, you there?
guys?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just gonna ask if can you give us some or three killer feature that can ahead to the other competitors or the other projects?
Well, we don't really feel like we have that many competitors or other projects, to be honest. The next closest meme coin on the Kronos network is 10 times smaller than us. So I think that we stand, we're in the right position, the right place at the right time. We stand to get all the attention from people joining the Kronos network first, and maybe the coins will have their run some other day, but right now it's all Croge.
Cool. Thank you for the question. Let's get.
That's it. Thank you. Awesome project.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Let's actually. I see some more hands up. Dakota, you're next. Dakota, you need to unmute yourself. Okay. Next question is going to be from McBarnesol. 1 second. Let me unmute you and then. Oh. All right. Next question is from Dairy Milk.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Thanks. So my question is, do you take community feedback and try to improve your project accordingly? How do you prioritize community feedback? Because most of the new projects are only worried about investment. Thank you.
Yeah, community engagement is something that a strong community is the backbone of any strong coin. The community is, I'd say, 90% the community, how the community interacts and just how the community is in general. That's like the most important thing for a coin. So, we have, separate groups for, like whales. We have separate groups for shilling. We have separate groups of, just longer term, higher investor people who, and just, smart people. And yeah, when they give feedback, if it's something that, the community supports and, other people, and something that we would see beneficial for the coin, absolutely we would do that, because we need to design the coin around, something that a random crypto investor would want. And so you can get a lot better ideas from listening to the community members, because they're looking at things from a different perspective versus the owners. We're looking at things one way, the community's looking at things other ways. So yeah, we 100% value anything that the community says. Me, Jack, God, and Comet, we're in the main chat all the time interacting. We respond to DMs. We're always around.
Yeah, but I would just balance that and say that at the same time we're very experienced, and we know what we're doing. So, the community has one perspective, but they may not have been here before. They may not have ever been at a $25 million project, and we know what steps to take next usually. So I feel pretty confident in our, capabilities and what to do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. Next question is going to be from Assad.
Okay, hello, everyone. This is Asad. First of all, congratulations, everyone. Congratulations to me as well, as we are a part of Croge is doing really well. And I have almost pulled in almost maybe 5 to 10 investors. And just my question was regarding the release of the game. I mean, how soon can we expect the release of Play to Earn game?
Yeah, I think I said earlier that it'll be next week, or it's this week, not next week, but this coming week. Maybe early, maybe late, but coming week. Like I said, the game is done. I mean, it's literally done. It just needs all of our artwork on it. Just needs to be fine tuned, look nice, look presentable, ready to go. But it's got a Web3 application. You connect your wallet to it. You spend and earn on it. You buy NFTs. You earn money on it. It's built. It's ready to go, and it's good.
That would be even great. And my last question would be regarding the bridge. I mean, there are lots of my friends, I mean, who find it very difficult. Like I am asking them to enter Croge from the last maybe 5 6 days, but they often they're not entering just because they find it very difficult. I mean, to follow the 4 5 steps, and crypto.com is not available in my country, so definitely there's a problem with our countries like in Asia, so they cannot participate. I mean, the bridge, if it would be live within 3 4 days, that would be even very beneficial for the project. So I would like to urge you guys to make the bridge as soon as possible. Even I think game and listing can wait, but bridge would be very beneficial to us.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
one real good point.
Go ahead.
Because
Go ahead, Tyler.
yeah, I mean, from the start, the last project I did, we did a successful bridge from BSC to Ethereum, and so I knew of a team that could do it the proper way. And that's why, yeah, from the start, we all together agreed that, yeah, a bridge is necessary because, yeah, like in your situation, there are, crypto.com is not available in every country. So the fact that we have achieved this market cap, and there's like an entire world of people who haven't even been able to invest in us yet, who are literally sitting there waiting or struggling to find some way to do it. So that is why the bridge, we are paying as much as we can to get it done as soon as possible. It's a little delayed because a BSC to CRO bridge has never been done before, so there's kind of a learning curve with it, but it should be in the very near future. I don't want to set any dates because, as we all know, stuff goes wrong and stuff happens, and then that just causes panic. But I can tell you the bridge right now is our #1 priority. And when that bridge gets built, that is going to open up the entire portal of getting into Chronos. That will literally be like the gateway into Chronos that everyone can then access it as long as they have BNB even. And, everyone has BNB, everyone can obtain it. So when that is going to take us to the absolute the real next leg up, I believe. So that's something that, yeah, it's a necessity. And the fact that we'll be the first to do it is going to be very, very good long term.
Thank you so much. I congratulate each one of us, and of course the development and the team members. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Assad. Croge team, I'm gonna call on a couple more people unless you guys are on a rush or in a rush to go.
No, that's fine, man.
Cool. Yeah, let's go with Jeff Walter. He's had his hand up. I'm seeing a bunch of hands up again.
Hey, bro. What's up, man?
Hey, what's
going
up,
on,
Jeff
Jeff?
Walter?
All good, bro. Okay. Actually, I've been listening to you guys, and I really do want to say a big well done to you guys. Great stuff here, man. Well, actually, I'm a bit concerned about the fundings of the project when you plan on keeping this project a long term, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
sure. Okay, actually, this project being a long-term project, I just want to know how you plan to keep this project fundings in place, how do you plan to keep a stability between you and the investors when it comes to satisfying the investors and also benefiting yourselves as a result of this project?
Oh yeah, spreading the word, getting out there, doing what a meme coin does, being in everybody's face, knocking down every door and saying CrogeCoin is next. That's what we do. That's what our community does, and it builds and builds and builds. You know, and when we got our first 500 people, they told their 3 closest friends, and we hit 1,500 who told their first 3 closest friends, and that got us to the 4,500 we're at. And, you know, before you know it, we're going to be at 15,000 because it's on TikTok, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter, it's on Reddit, it's on 4chan, it's on Instagram. We're everywhere all the time making memes saying CrogeCoin is next. This is the one going on a parabolic run to the moon. So you just keep saying that, you push it hard, you spend every marketing dollar you've got. That's how you get it done. And it doesn't hurt that Kronos as a chain is going to keep blowing up the whole way too. Every dollar of attention that they get is going to be a dollar towards us because we're the #1 meme coin on the entire blockchain.
Great stuff. Actually, wanted to know if you have other sources of income aside from this project, or how would you be boosting project? How do you plan to contribute more to the project?
Yeah, I think he was also kind of also asking about how we are going to continue keeping up with funding the project. Is that what you said? One of the things you mentioned?
Yeah. I just wanted to know if you have other sources of income in the project aside from the project itself.
Yeah, well, yeah, the way we're going to start earning more money, I mean, obviously we have the marketing wallet, and with the volume that we have, we can easily generate enough to pay for, you know, a lot of good advertisement strategies and stuff like that. But the other thing is when we release the NFTs, that is going to be another big source of income for us, and a large part of why we're doing that and really putting the pressure on getting that done, and why we're doing it with these other certain connections is because we need to generate as much money as we can to get on some of the other big exchanges. But, you know, Comet, God, Jack, they all run call channels. They all have, you know, income out. They all make income with that. I do my own business outside of crypto, so I have income off that. None of us really need to. We haven't taken $1 out of the marketing wallet. Like for us personally, we haven't touched $1. You can verify that online. We all just got tokens allocated to us at the start, you know, a simple, you know, 1 to 2%. And that's pretty much, we all know where this project is going. So that's pretty much going to be how we'll get paid out. And if need be for something big, we'll all put personal money in to getting what needs to be done if it came down to that route. That just, I mean, because we believe in it 100%. So funding is not going to be the issue for us. If crypto.com called us tomorrow and said, we need a, you know, 150 grand and you can be listed, I promise you we would be getting the funds within minutes.
Yes, no problem. We've all had big wins under our belt, to be honest. I mean, that's kind of could be a difference maker between us and some other projects. You know, Tyler's from Green Chart. I'm from Teams and Mini Kishu. God and Jack, they've had their big wins. Teddy's had some big wins on his NFTs he's created for other projects. So we're okay. I mean, I do this full time. We're fine on funds.
Great stuff, guys. Well done to you guys, and also wishing you a great features, also great improvements. Well, actually, I look forward to investing in this project. Well, thanks for the opportunity to ask. Okay.
Thank you. Pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you for the question. Uriel, you are next.
Yeah, I like to congrats you guys with being a pioneer in the CRO network, guys.
Thank you.
Like, as in the game aspect, like, do you have to have CrogeCoin to play, or like is or do you need to buy the NFTs with
You
Croge?
you only need to buy the NFT. I don't believe you need Croge coins themselves to play, but you can earn Croge coins by playing.
So is it like you buy the NFT with Crow to play?
Yes.
I to buy NFT, right? And
Yeah.
how does the level up, like how do you earn more than others? Something like that.
Partly it's the time that you put into the game, and the other part is the rarity of your NFT. You can actually mint multiple NFTs, and the rarer that you get, the more money you can make while playing the game.
Oh, that's nice. So is there a luck to like have a rare NFT, or depends on the price?
Yeah, no, it's pure luck. I believe. I'm pretty sure it's luck.
All right.
Great. Thank you for the question. Let's do one more from Mulasaki. Mulasaki.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, Rose, I just had a quick question. Great project. Listening in the AMA. It's based around what Comment said, that the team has a lot of experience. So my thing, as someone who's mainly invested in projects, is it sort of the right time to jump in? Because I can see, I got the feeling when I'm looking at the chart that I've kind of missed the boat. What I want to sort of ask is, what would your advice as being on part of the team to someone looking on the outside thinking that I've kind of missed the entry point? Because where the space is so new, and the team is so experienced in other projects, you see them coming up with a new coin and a new coin, and they're obviously all successful. But to me, I'm just sort of concerned that I missed the boat.
Well, not financial advice. Do your own research, and no coin partner is going to tell you that it's too late. I mean, I don't believe that for a second. We've only been doing this for 3 weeks, and we've got the bridge, the sex listings, and the game coming out. What I would say to maybe make you feel more confident that this is only the beginning is that our goal, our number one priority, our plan A is to be listed on crypto.com app, the exchange. I'm not going to tell you we have discussions with them right now or that we have a deal linked or anything like that. But you look at the fact that Kronos as a blockchain is blowing up right now. Crypto.com app, the exchange, is pushing it really hard and marketing it. The CEO of CRO replied to us on Twitter when we met his request to make a donation to Ukraine. The CMO of the Kronos blockchain messages our marketing lead on Telegram frequently. And our NFT collection, we have plans for where it's going to be listed. So I would say it is the beginning. The chart looks big, but all along the way of any parabolic meme coin run, anybody could say at any point it's overbought at that point. People said we were overbought at 5 million. They said it was overbought at 8 million. I can't tell you how many of my influencer friends I said, hey, will you call this for me? Do it for free, or I'll pay your fee. I'll owe you one, whatever. You're my buddy. And I can't tell you how many of them said, I think it's too late. 8 million, it's too big now. Well, before they knew it, they blinked and it was at 15 million, and then it was at 20, and then it was at 29. And right now we're back at 20. And we're going to reach a little consolidation period here probably for a day or so again, and it's going to spring back up, way up. We keep hitting these parabolic runs just like SafeMoon did, just like SHIB did, just like Dogecoin does. To me, this is the beginning. Not financial advice. Do your own research, but I do not think you've missed the boat.
I had one guy who didn't call us. It was the day we launched and we got up to 400K, and he responded a few hours later. He's like, oh yeah, sorry, I missed it. I think you're too high to make a call. And I told him, I said, you are still at the basement of this. I said, if you can show you made a call this early on to Croge, that'd be something cool to be able to share. And he never made the call. And then he messaged me when we hit like between 15 and 20 mil. And wow, I really wish I would have, he's like, I wish I would have bought a bag. And I said, I told you.
So I think there's going to be a whole lot of people who think, man, 20 million, it's too high now too. And they're going to look back at 200 million and go, damn, I should have bought that. And not financial advice, do your own research, no FOMO. But I'm just saying, to me, this is nowhere near the end. It is truly the beginning.
No, of course, and thanks for the answer. You said something as well, Comment. You mentioned Parabolic. Is it the same Parabolic team that comes with all these coins in the past? Is it the same group of lads?
So I'm not, I've been referencing meme coins like SHIB and SafeMoon that went on super parabolic rises. I was not a direct part on any of those. I've done some minor marketing for Floki, which had a parabolic rise. Cheems had some parabolic moments. I think it's safe to say that Green Chart has had some parabolic moments, but I think Tyler would agree that this has been the most parabolic thing that we've been a part of. And it truly doesn't stop. I mean, it's pretty amazing how it consolidates for a short amount of time and then it rockets back up again.
Right. I mean, Comment, Tyler, all the best. Thanks for that. You gave me a lot more confidence, because with these things, you see the big numbers, and where you don't have a lot of the prior history with the team and whatnot, you think, is this going to be the ceiling? But you've made me realize that, I mean, I'm kind of convinced it's probably the ground floor. So best of luck. I'm going to follow the group. I'm going to be keeping an eye on things, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for joining us. And I would also say, look at the DEX tools, look at the DEX screener, and you'll see whale buys from fresh wallets that are going in 10K to 30K at a time, and people that have that much money usually aren't stupid with it. So somebody who just invested 30K today, they're expecting a return on their investment. They're not expecting that we're going to go down from here. So I think you can rest assured.
Of course. Thanks for answering the question, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. You both seem quite competent, quite knowledgeable in your field, and I feel like you guys are building a special meme coin. With that said, I want you to take us out with a bang, especially since we have people joining the AMA late. Typically, I have you do a quick summary of who you are, what you're building, and where you see your project going in the next year. So I'll have you do that. But before I do, I'm going to play devil's advocate and make you guys sound even better. What would you say to someone who says, well, Croge is certainly the leading meme coin on Chronos? What would you say to someone that says, hey, well, the meme coin ecosystem, the meme coin sphere is already so big and so saturated, and there's so many meme coins. Like, what makes you guys special? Why should I invest in you?
Yeah, the thing that I would answer that question, and this is pretty much what I say on every AMA or to anyone who would ever want to ask, history, go based off of history. And that will show you the path that we're on. Look at SafeMoon is the easiest one because that was very relevant. Very recent as well. And it was one of the first of its kind. SafeMoon was like the first one who did their type of tokenomics and who really like set the stage. And us being the first on Chronos already right there, that's something no one can ever take from us. No one can ever beat that. Everyone will always remember Croge. Croge will always be relevant in Chronos. I mean, look at all the coins that are knocking us off with the same name, same logo. People are giving us rewards in their own token, are giving Croge rewards. And if you look, Chronos market is on right now. It is exactly the same. We have a graph on our Twitter, and a diagram of how that works that exactly matches BSC in January 2021. Remember, that's right when SafeMoon was coming out, and that's right when BSC went into the big meme coin run, and that is why we chose Chronos. So, 20 mil might look a lot right now compared to how the Chronos market is in general, but SafeMoon at 20 mil looked like a lot back then. I remember when it was at lower numbers like that, I even said, oh, that's done. that was a very stupid decision by me. Because look how much higher it got. 20 mil in the grand scheme of things on the big coins that do historic runs are 20 mil is nothing compared to that. And if we just all continue, the community has that vision down. You know, we have over 5,000 people on Telegram, and the community has that vision down, and they believe in it, and they're out earning their bags every day. If we all continue that vision and that mindset and just
and they don't sell. If you look at the next screener chart, it's crazy. It's like you look at the 24-hour volume, it's like 5,000 buys, 50 sells every day. Like nobody's selling because they know we're going to be listed on CoinMarket. Like we're going to be listed. We're going to the freaking moon. Like I don't want to say what we're doing, but we're doing it.
Let's go.
I would say, and then,
exactly. I mean, we aren't even on. We aren't even on yet.
Yeah, we're not even on CoinMarketCap yet. But Noah, just to address the particular words you said, saturated. The meme coin market might be saturated on BSC. It is not on Chronos. Like I said, we're the biggest, we're the baddest, we're the number one. We've got 100 freaking miles between us and the next meme coin on Chronos. We're the top dog, and we're going to stay there. So, as Chronos, the blockchain develops and gets more users and buyers and investors, we stand to gain the most attention from that.
I love that. I love to hear that, guys. Gentlemen, I really enjoyed talking to you today, and we hear from a lot of meme coins here. We interview a lot of meme coins. You all certainly stand out, not just in your marketing, but in your demeanor and what you're trying to build and in the ecosystem that you're growing in. I mean, like you said, Chronos has a lot of big things coming up. It's not just the UFC, it's the World Cup, it's all the money they're pumping into the marketing, and being the leading meme coin on the network certainly speaks for itself. So I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope to hear from you again in 6 months when you guys are at a $1 billion market cap and you can do another 90-minute AMA with Whale Coin Talk hosted by Noah. I'd be happy to talk to you all again.
To the moon. Thank you.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah, we are smashing AMAs all over.
Thanks, Noah. Bye.